welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. We have a late season top 25 showdown that could be crucial to the postseason picture. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Going to the running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Makes a catch, 1st down and maybe a lot more. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if this squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle it?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
A 3rd and goal, and this trying to bully their way in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown ball.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing, Reed. Looking to the big tight end. That pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll leave it with the lone back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Makes the grab. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Reed. The sure hands, it's Owens. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break as soon as his hand separates from the football. He does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up, and makes sure he gets no yards after that catch.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience.
There's a crease. Past the 20. Touchdown, Aggie. Rolled his way into the end zone.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he makes the catch. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Davis. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The run inside, it's Bishop. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. Wide receiver going in motion. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Stepping to the right. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
I tell you, you got to have great timing on these out routes. The QB and receiver had that. Quarterback put it right out in front of him. Receivers just got to be able to make the play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his man in the middle. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Running inside. It's Bishop. Could be an alley. Got enough space. Touchdown Volunteers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He's going for the big play. It's caught. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows that gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Grabbed in the middle, it's Horton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This is why there's a lot of receivers that go alligator arms and they start tiptoeing over the middle of the field because you don't want to be living where these big physical linebackers are. This guy, though, completely fearless, crosses the defender's face. He makes the catch, gets absolutely laid out by the linebacker, but he holds on anyway.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. A run for the quarterback. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Here's Reed to throw. Quick completion on the out. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
A first down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Using his feet. Touchdown, Aggie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Bishop. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Matthews. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Staley. Got the first down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. And he could not get loose on the run. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Buried before he could blink. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in third and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard. Third in California to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it. They get the big pick.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Reed. They get to him as he throws. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Sweet little juke, and he's going to wind up picking up 8.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Davis. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got him this time. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Field goal is good. And with that, they've taken the lead. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with a look at the Rice Owls taking on the number 18 team, the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Owls with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one. and win a fireworks-filled football game. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
So now it's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Throwing Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Horton. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field, having those go-to guys, those A&M.
Finding some room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense set on first down. Play action with Reed. Pressure coming. He's out past the 35. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Reed. Got his man in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Reed. Zings it complete to the right. Runs through a man. He might have some space. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Texas A&M going quickly. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field.
Touchdown, Aggies! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's a great start to this second half. That's what you talked about in the locker room at halftime. Don't let them create momentum. Don't let them start to create a comeback. Come back on this first drive, set the tone. The defense doing that right off the bat.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's looking deep. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down to the 14-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Owens. Tripped up for the tackle.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back. And
intercepted deep in his own end. Got some room to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but, man, did they set up some field position.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after it. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Might as well stick with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The Vols headed quickly to the line. The run inside. It's Bishop. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Reed to throw. Looking long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Got his man on the right. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Reed. Hauls it in. At the 20, he's got space. Lots of running room. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
Man, that is as good as it gets. 99 yards. Talk about flipping the field, creating explosive play. Momentum switch. There it is. Out of your own end zone, backed up. 99 yards to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Dotson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. It's Matthews. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Quick spin on the ride. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Got it in the middle. It's Morris. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. And the Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. It's incomplete, but I don't think it's going to matter. There's a flag at the line of scrimmage, and it looks as if the defense was offside. That's the last thing this defense needed, a penalty to keep the drive moving. It's 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Vols strike back with a touchdown. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he makes the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throwing, Reed. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Craver. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. They'll go right back to the run. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up.
As an offense, you've got the lead. You've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just the blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Reed. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. This quarterback part of their running game. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
And the offense goes for the knockout punch. They wanted to get the first down, run out this clock, take the dub. Now their defense is going to have to come out and step up big for them and make sure they don't give up any points.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Complete downfield. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late.
That's something as a defense you got to be prepared for. In a 2-minute situation like this, you know they're going to try to throw the football to the sidelines and get guys out of bounds. So you got to have outside leverage, or you need zone defense to help out and try to bracket guys on these outbreaking routes.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, but still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Off the play fake. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about. But now my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
And they tacked on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Bussey. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Reed to throw. Fires left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air, it's Reed. He's taking a deep shot. Pulls it in on the right. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Quarterback gets the first down. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Reed shoots it to the left. Fires it incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, I got to understand what the defense is thinking. They're going to be trying to be aggressive. They're going to try to get a sack, get a negative play to back me up to make the field goal longer. So where can I attack? Because I still want this touchdown. Like, a field goal is my last effort. If I tie it late in the football game, still got a few more chances to try to go win this thing.
Looking down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Nice job by this defense. You go dime package. Why? Because you know the offense is going to throw the football. Great job matching up. More skilled players on more skilled players. More speed on the field to defend the pass.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Back to pass, it's Reed. Throws toward the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Trying to take it back. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway, finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this. I'm ending this game right now.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a run.